What's up, guys? Today I want to tell you about a turd of a camera repair, a straight up fail that I had with a Ricoh 35S. Now this camera I got in a box of unused cameras, or not unused, rather a box of used cameras. They were from eBay, and it was a lot that said as is, 4 parts. It said top mint. I think it said top mint for sure. But yeah, again, it said parts only, and me in my infinite ignorance, I thought I could just fix it, no problem. I could fix these cameras, you know what I mean? I'll bring them back to life. Frankenstein or whatever. But yeah, so I get this box of cameras, and in it is a 35S. Beautiful camera by Ricoh, made in '57, I think. Has a coupled rangefinder with a manual focus. The focus ring on this thing is buttery smooth. I mean, it looks like a nice camera, it's all metal, feels really beastly, really super well made. But anyway, I had some extra time, and I thought, you know, today was the day that I'm gonna rip this thing apart, and I'm gonna fix it, you know? Well, a lot of these repairs, they're super easy. You know, a lot of it is stuck shutter or like a stuck aperture. The blades get all gunked up. You get it apart, you know, you hit it with some alcohol and some Q-tips, and you got a new camera, you know, or a functioning camera. And it's really not that hard. And I was kind of hoping for the same with this, but unfortunately, it ended up being a little bit more. And after a little bit of poking and prodding, I did go through, clean everything up, clean the aperture blades, I cleaned the shutter blades. This has a leaf shutter with 3 overlapping blades, cleaned everything up. Everything was moving and functioning. I guess not functioning, but moving properly, was free, you know, wasn't gunked up or bound up. And I found, after a little bit of prodding and poking, that there was a shutter spring that had basically bent or snapped. And unfortunately, like I said, the thing was released in 1957. I'm not going to be calling Ricoh to order parts for it, so I gotta kind of figure out what I'm going to do with it. Now, the obvious final destination for this camera is going to be on my wall. It'll be basically a display piece. But before I put it back together, I kind of wanted to get some images of the internals, because like the parts, it has like tiny little intricate gears and widgets, and it just looks super, super cool. At least I think so. So that's what I did. I grabbed a reversing ring so I can get some really, really close macro shots. Anytime you take a macro ring and you basically you flip the lens, you can just magnify something exponentially. So that's what I did, and I'll show you what I came away with. So anyway, that's basically how I avoided some responsibilities and spent some of my free time. Was trying to make this camera repair work. But I think, honestly, I kind of came away with something maybe even more cool, a set of images and a new display piece. I got a ton of cameras, you know what I mean? Like, I need another camera, like I need a hole in the head. So it would have been cool. I would have loved to shoot with this thing because it is super duper nice. But I don't know. I want to say I'm not like horribly sad, because I did come away with something cool. Now, I want to mention to you guys, I started a Substack. If you've been following the channel, you probably know I'm getting frustrated with Instagram, at least for my personal work, posting that. I've been kind of frustrated with Instagram and, you know, feeling kind of like, where am I going to post my stuff? I tried Flickr, Tumblr, all this stuff. They used to be great back in the day, but now not so much. So, and I like to write, and so what I did is I opened up a Substack account. It's under a similar name. It's Life is More Fun, because I'm going to talk about cameras and stuff like that, but I'm also going to talk about other interests that I have, some music or some, I don't know, just life-related crap. And I thought it would be kind of cool to, I don't know, incorporate that. Obviously separate from the channel. I'm still going to do, you know, strictly 100% film on the channel here, as per your guys' request. I'm going to keep it film, keep it real, keep it film. But yeah, that's just another place that I'm going to be writing some stuff. And I'll post, I did a blog post on the rebuild, or not rebuild, failed repair of this camera. And I'll link that in the comments if you guys want to, you know, check that out. Yeah, so, oh, and like, I was kind of rambling. I don't know if you guys, you know, get caught in that. You start yapping and then just kind of, you go off on a tangent. That was me. But with the wonderful wonders of studio magic, I can cut that shit right out. But anyway, I hope you guys are well. And until the next video, if you want to hit the like button, that's cool. Don't forget about that. That stuff still helps. I know it's annoying to hear. It probably is. I hate when people say, hit the like button, but it totally does help. So if you're still here, do me a favor and just and do that. And I'd appreciate it. Hope you guys are well. Catch you later. See you. So while I'm editing this video, I jumped over to eBay to get a screenshot, and I came across this lot of vintage camera parts. And it makes me wonder, what would the chances be that I would find the spring? It has a whole bunch of goodies in here, man. But yeah, I just thought that's funny. I'm on here grabbing a screenshot from eBay, and lo and behold, this pops up. They know what I need, man. They know exactly what I need. So I think if it was like, I don't know, 20 bucks maybe, but not, I can't do it for 95 bucks. Yeah, so what a coincidence.